And one of the things I often say in my coaching work is, you know, we're being paid for our intellect. We're being paid for our skills and abilities. For many of you in leadership roles, you're being paid for your ability to make good critical decisions about the business practice or about you know, the way that you're going to manage something. But we're not really paid to push boulders uphill. So what I mean by that is, it's one thing to have an opinion about something, to have done your homework and your research, and to present your idea forward, because that's what we're being paid to do. We're being paid to actually present our beliefs about a situation based on our research, our knowledge, our expertise, our education, bring the whole package together, and we're being paid to provide that information to our internal customers, right? Whether that be directly to the CEO or wherever level you are in the organization. But when the organization pushes back and says, well, no, that's not what we want to do, the question is, do you push the boulder up the hill, right? Meaning, do I need to die on the top of that hill? You know, is that because I believe, and that when we talk about leadership, when we do leadership training, one of the things we talk a lot about is how positional are you? You know, if you're really, really positional and you believe you're right, what you're really saying is other people aren't right. And that we need to do it the way that I want to do it. The way that my, you know, based on what I believe to be the right direction. So it's just really important to recognize that sometimes it's much easier for us if we accept things the way they are, as opposed to trying to change them. And every time we try to, and we're often not trying to change ourselves. What we're trying to do is change other people around us. We're trying to change a situation. We're trying to change someone that we work with or someone that we live with, as opposed to, or our children, as opposed to really trying to look at ourselves and saying, you know, I'm comfortable with this. This is what I would do if it was my decision. But it's out of my hands. Someone else is going to make that decision. And so then we accept. But instead, a lot of times what we do is we then rebuttal, and we find another way to say the same thing. And then we find another way to say the same thing, and then we find another way to say the same thing. And the real issue is whose credibility is at stake when we go down that road, right? And it's one thing to say, here's my opinion, you've paid me, and really being able to recognize that you know, acceptance of the way things are is really, really important.